dinámico.
More committed defensively, better pressure on the ball without getting beaten. Now they got to finish the possession and see if they can get out in transition, get something easy.
6-point halftime. Lead all gone for the underdog. The lead in the ball for House of Pain. Illinois had gone to the bench this entire third quarter, and it's worked. Finally, something going with the continuity. Devontae Rice got him started. Tips a pass to Dong.
Big Kofi Coburn likes that, doesn't he? Kofi's fired up. The Illini are fired up. The House of Pain is fired up.
Welcome back, everyone. It is a 3-point lead for House of Pain over the Jackson Underdogs. Let's take a look at our turning point, brought to you by E&J Brandy and the National Urban League.
Nana Egwu knocking down that jumper, little dribble penetration, some things you thought you'd never see, and then terrific pass, good patience by Dom, staying with the play, Brandon Paul with the finish. Pain kind of making some plays right now down the stretch.
E&J is proud to partner with the National Urban League to empower community. House of Pain powering their way through a 6-point halftime deficit, take a 3-point lead. It's a 10-2 run. And why change a good thing? House of Pain still with the same 5 on the floor that began the second half. Haven't gone to the bench once. Mike Latula calling the shots. Not a ton of head coaching experience, but I like what he's doing here in the third quarter. He's got something going finally. Don't change anything. Don't outthink yourself.
Get a good group together, get them trusting each other, get them play together. But I'll tell you, we got a good group coming because we got Angel over there. She's with big Kofi Coburn coming back to Illinois. The big fella, one of the most dominating front court players in all of college basketball.
I know you can't hear it, but Seth Greenberg was speaking so highly of you, talking about how dominant you are with your team. But I want to take it back to the TBT right now. Obviously, your team has the lead right now. The fans are showing us why you guys finished 11-2 at home. Just speak to how important it is to see this and what it's like for you.
Yeah, it's always electric. Once you got that Illini on your shirt, you know, they're representing Illinois, and the fans always come out to make sure they show their love. And I feel like it's incredible, man. That's the support that they show us.
Mike was telling me at halftime they were disappointed with the deficit that they had at half, but more than anything, they want to be an example to this team on how it is to fight for this team. What does that mean to you, and how do you take that, just knowing that the family wants to always impress? What you guys think?
It means a lot, man. Like the word that you just said, family. It's always family. Once, like I said, once you're representing Illinois, and for them to think that highly of us, it means that we're doing a good job, and we want to continue doing that good job, you know, just to make them proud.
Looks like you're doing a great job, so thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
Angel, thank you so much. Angel having a cup of coffee with Kofi. Love it. Raymonte Rice has been a man among boys here in the third quarter. He has been the most influential House of Painter here in the third quarter.
He is a pain for the Jackson underdogs right now. It's about as good as it gets for me. I can't do any better. Not exactly a wordsmith. Yeah.
Long had it stripped on the way up by Rice. Great hands. Look at Paul. And it stays with the Jackson underdog. You know, we didn't get a whole bunch of it in that first half when House of Pain is struggling. But now that they're playing better, this crowd is starting to become a factor.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm impressed with the crowd because they must have had a huge walk-up right here. And Brad Underwood was telling me, he said the Illini fans will come out and support these guys. But it's so cool to have those players down there. And you can see that the players are feeding off the energy of the crowd.
Anthony Sampson back into the game. Well, as influential as Sampson is, he doesn't play a whole bunch. Sampson's only played 10 minutes as the starting point guard. I guess he's fresh. Dawn catch and shoot. Finally, a three-ball goes for Dawn, and it's the largest lead of the afternoon for House of Pain. Getting right back is Terrence Smith. Final moments of the third quarter, Rice. And Paul misses the tap. That would have given House of Pain a 7-point lead. Instead, they'll have to settle for a 5-point stiff arm as we head to the fourth quarter and eventually the Elam ending.
Mike Dom, big-time three-pointer. You don't score 3,000 points without being able to knock down a three. The Dominator, dropping buckets for House of Pain.
The basketball tournament is presented by Puma Basketball. This year's tournament includes new teams, new players, and new logos. Here's a closer look at all of the teams, courtesy of 99 Designs by Vistaprint. Any particular logo that you like best, Coach?
You know, I thought that the Force of Soul logo was absolutely terrific. I like the Zip 'em Up logo. I think Vistaprint's done an incredible job just creating identities for all these different new teams.
99 Designs by Vistaprint designed many of the team logos for this year's event. See what they can do for you. Yeah, it's a Herculean task. You have 64 teams, and these teams aren't bringing their own uniforms. They're designed and made for them specifically when they get to count.
How about this matchup right here? McCamey against Sampson.
Here's Sampson, 5'4", and has it ripped away by Paul, but he somehow got it back. Shots just aren't falling right now for the Jackson underdogs. Alan Durham with some battle.
Quicker to the ball. Sampson's so disruptive.
3-point game. House of Pain overcoming a halftime deficit. All alone, this is Smith. Easy two, and it's a 1-point game.
I know I'm sounding.
Again, look at this. Are you kidding me? Painters, they just don't know where the underdogs are.
I know I'm sounding redundant, but you're going to try to run offense against this team that's up and underneath you in passing lanes. They're going to do that. They're going to shoot passing lanes because you're really not screening anyone. They're going to create steals and get easy baskets. You've got to move people and then drive it and then play off the penetration. If you
can. Crosses the timeline. Lead in the ball. 1-point game. Winner go home. Win 6 straight here at TBT. You win $1 million. Raymonte Rice has had a real good second half.
He's been different in this game for House of Pain. He's just playing ball. He's making good decisions. He's taking what the defense gives him, and he's extremely patient.
I really like Raymonte as a college player. Just tough, strong. Durham made a shot a moment ago. This time attacks Egwu, and the shot won't fall.
Raymonte Rice, he just plays with a really good pace, doesn't he?
Yep. Doesn't panic. Can score all 3 levels. And he's got that body that helps him finish. Thompson. Underdogs down 3. Once we get underneath the 4-minute mark, the Elam ending. Egwu doing a good job defensively to force the misses. Finally falls for Durham.
But did you see the House of Pain? All those white shirts are out on the perimeter. No one's engaged. Egwu's fighting all 4 guys to rebound the basketball. Get engaged in the play. Go rebound the ball. Come back and rebound the ball.
Daub along the baseline. Misses the reverse. Somehow got it over to Paul. He shot that off the backboard from the baseline.
Not an easy thing to do.
And it almost went in.
It's 1-point game right now.
What an entry feed. That was a pass of the game right there. The 5'4" Anthony Sampson somehow snuck it into the block.
Ball pressure buys time. You got to have better pressure on the ball, but a great job. I would say you throw that lob to the corner of the backboard, and that's exactly what Sampson did. That way the big knows exactly where to go to get it.
Egwu an offensive rebound. Paul a big shot. Wants the lead in the ball. They have staved off this House of Pain rally. House of Pain only playing with 8 guys, and they've actually only gone 6 deep here in the second half. You got to wonder about their energy level. And what do we have? Is that a technical or a foul? It's a foul. Darius Johnson called for the foul, but there was some animated words by Corey Pelley. He was pushed in the back.
He got pushed in the back. I mean, personally, I looked at that play. That ball went up, and you can see the Jackson underdog team actually get pushed underneath the basket. This is going to go right down to the end. House of Pain needs someone else to step up besides Raymonte Rice.
That's getting dicey. 5:44 remaining in our fourth quarter. Once we get below the 4-minute mark, Elam ending.
Michael Tulip trying to draw something up right now, trying to get an easy basket. The more intricate the play, the more difficult it's going to be to run. The ball pressure of the Jackson underdog team has been so disruptive that they need to do something as simple as they can to create what I call a double gap, a big driving lane, and then play off of that driving lane. You're not going to be up to screen down, catch it here, dribble hand up there, because they're blowing up all that stuff.
Pressure in the backcourt, making Thompson work. The Illinois alumni team, House of Pain down by a point. Raymonte Rice can't get the three.
That's the set.
That was the play that drew up?
Yeah, I think it was. I think they looked to get a back door for Rice, couldn't get the back door, and then got the dribble handle.
George Stanberry, a lefty three. Rice missed a moment ago. Got his own miss. Paul, tons of time.
No legs. That's just an example of stepping in and aiming it, not driving your legs into the shot.
House of Pain, they've gone 6 deep this entire second half. Maybe starting to cost them. And what do we have? A blocking foul. So free throws coming for Stanberry.
I think Paul was inside the restricted area because I thought that he actually stepped in and had a good angle. Let's see him right here. Is he inside the restricted area?
I just think they're saying he was fading to the left.
He's fading over.
All right, let's see how Stanberry can shoot his free throw.
Do you feel like right now House of Pain is reacting as opposed to Nick Jackson react offensively and defensively?
I'm with you on
They're
that.
on
Yep.
their heels right now. Goes back to my identity thing. You would think that the physicality of House of Pain versus the quickness of the underdog. Well, right now the underdog's quickness and aggressiveness have basically disrupted the strength and the opportunity to use the strength for House of Pain.
I wonder if almost getting this Elam ending is an advantage for the Jackson underdogs, considering how experienced this team is at playing this format. House of Pain, this is just their second appearance together as a club in TBT action. And we've talked about it for days now. The Elam ending changes everything about how you perceive and perform final ending basketball.
It really does, and there's a tremendous amount of pressure, but you're not getting fouls. Face up, Mike.
Juice Thompson. Illinois has gone cold at the absolute worst time. They're down 5, and if Jackson underdogs want to take it below the 4-minute mark, they can. They choose not to, which may be a mistake.
It was a mistake. She want to start with the ball.
The underdogs could have taken it below the 4-minute mark. They could have called a timeout. They would have had about 10 seconds to draw up a play. The Elam ending would have been set, and they would have had the ball.
Brandon Paul just took a really hard fall right there. Remember, the two fouls. You're trying to get to that 4 so that you get that extra possession. Brandon Paul's got to find a way to either facilitate or make a shot. But right now, he's banged up a little bit. They just don't have anyone to put in. Maybe bring McCamey in this situation, especially since it's going to be a short situation.
Yeah, Paul, a former San Antonio Spurs, 64 games in the NBA. Just 7 points on 2 of 13 shooting. Still time to make a difference. We've gone under the 4-minute mark. This is Paul. Egwu! Oh my goodness! Who would have thought Egwu's been the best performer here in the fourth quarter for the House of Pain? And a foul at half court, that's going to set the Elam ending. That's going to set our target score, and the underdogs have a 2-point lead. The target score will be 64. All right, 64 for our Elam ending. We'll be back in a moment.
on you, on these, when they set the ball screen, I'm not saying it's a trap, but like corral it a little bit. Because they're coming off free right now.
Everyone else got to be rotation ready.
All right.
Just so. Yeah.
All right.
Just to left the point.
Coming out. Hey, coming out. Nana, go get Juice. Okay, after you screen, we'll roll replace. Roll replace. Nana's rolling. So we'll come here. He's coming off. Nana roll. Replace. Might have a shot. If not, if this guy's got to help, we're swinging it. BP, he's going to get attention in the corner. Yep.
Good stuff. Michael Tulip calling the shot for House of Pain. Drop a three for Nana Egley. He's hit 2 of them here in the fourth quarter. He had 16 three-pointers in 136 games during his 4 years as a college player.
Guys, game's through.
Off the window and in. George Stanberry. That's the first 2 points for our Elam ending. Target score for both sides is 64. Good start for the Jackson Underdogs. Win or go home. First round action. Dom didn't want it. Pass in tight quarters. That's a bad idea. Oh no. Almost a steal by Rayvonte Rice, and this a foul called on Brandon Paul.
And that's the quickness of this Jackson team. I mean, you cannot throw it in traffic. It's almost like a defensive back that baits you to make a pass. This is just a foul. This is just trying to make a steal. When you get the next foul, instead of 4 fouls, you have the possession and the basketball, and you'll amend it.
That's the 4th personal foul on Brandon Paul. House of Pain, they need to stop. Stanberry had a nice second half. Loose, Dom first on the floor. Breaks it away, gets it to Rice. House of Pain, they don't have numbers, but it doesn't matter. A foul is called as Rayvonte Rice, like a freight train, is whacked.
And that's what they need. They need to do something out of the defense and get out in front. Watch right here. There's Rice just with the loose ball. He's reading the defense.
So 2 free throws because it's a shooting foul. Well, here's how the House of Pain plan to share their $1 million prize sent with Zelle. Equal. Everyone's going to get $90,000 in change. 1 out of 2 for Rayvonte Rice. Almost a turnover. Was it a turnover? Nope, a timeout. Dexter Williams, realizing that was going nowhere fast, calls a timeout to bail out his team.
You ever play in the park?
All the time.
All right. Win and stay on, lose, you go home. That's where we're at. We got a 6-point game right here for Jackson. And you know what? You win, you stay on. You lose, you go home. It's about getting stops for House of Pain and then just good offensive possessions. But this is no different than when you were a kid and you went to the park, if you went to the Rucker, you went to... This is what it's all about.
So if they get a breakaway, foul. One foul again. They get a breakaway, foul.
Listen.
Go for the ball.
0 timeouts. We don't have any. 0 timeouts. 0 timeouts. Hey, so we get the ball in. Let's go 4 out 1 in with which one of y'all want? You want to get in?
TJ in.
Yeah, TJ's in there. You gonna put TJ in? Okay.
Y'all cut off him. If he get it, y'all cut. Y'all crash back to them big. When he get it, they head back. Y'all crash. They get back. They get a breakaway.
Oh.
You got 1 foul. Let's go.
You gonna be in for 41, okay? 4 out 1 in. You. Hey, we have no timeouts, guys. No timeouts. Let's go. Finish, man. Finish.
That In the Huddle brought to you by Puma Basketball. I love the way that Anthony Sampson, who's been with the Jackson Underdogs for 5 TBTs now, was just as much of a voice as Dexter Williams, the head coach.
Yeah, basically, look, they're playing to win, and he wants to have to say they're going to go 4 out, 1 in, try to isolate the low post, play with good space, and then play out of a potential double team. So you're going to have 4 guys outside the 3-point line, and then you're going to have right there.
Weddle just raised the front of the iron.
I'm not sure that's exactly what Coach wanted. I think he wanted a little bit of a paint touch.
House of Pain, they've played just 6 men here in the second half. Paul, he's still got enough legs to hit a 3. We're tied at 58. Target score is 64. Tough chance. Wow. Samuel Lewis. I've been impressed with his game.
Terrific job right there. Lewis hitting the spot and elevating. Better spacing. Contested shot.
House of Pain, they're 2 3-pointers away if they want to go that route. Dom. Blue over the back. Nope, just left to touch it. So it is underdog basketball.
Dom has really struggled. He has really had a hard time because the defenders are up and underneath him. Watch him on this drive. Watch the defense. Well, that's a little bump right there. It's ignored. He's had a hard time finishing through contact today.
Dom has more turnovers than shots made. 4 turnovers, 3 of 11 shooting. Underdog. The basket here will go a long way.
Can't foul. You got to defend. Key to the element. You got to defend without fouling.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. Smith relocates. Offensive rebound. Fresh shot clock to work with.
Everyone's got to come back and rebound the basketball. Weddle's going to get this thing up.
Weddle not. Of course! Scored and a foul! Chance for a 3-point play! Wow!
Weddle got an isolation on Juice Thompson. Watch it. Little change of speed. Gets right into the defender. Keeps his chin on the rim. And all of a sudden, they're 1 possession away, which puts so much pressure on House of Pain, because if you foul, they're going to the line for a game winner.
House of Pain, they need a bucket in the worst way. Paul, moonball, didn't have enough legs. Here come the underdogs, a chance to win. No. Foul! Brandon Paul, his 5th foul, knocks Weddle to the floor. That's the 5th team foul. They've reached the bonus. I believe they've reached the bonus, and they should have a free throw.
And the ball. And this is the Elam ending right here. If you're in the bonus, it is a free throw and the ball to win the game and send House of Pain back to Champaign.
Brandon Paul was in a hurry to try and get in front of Weddle, and his aggression may have cost him. A free throw for the win. This is it for the underdog. Marquise Weddle. Ball game. The 15th seed, the Jackson, Tennessee underdogs, have come to Peoria and ended the run of the House of Pain.
Unbelievable. But you know what? The harder playing, tougher team found a way to win. The team that owned the identity, that made their opponent react to them, found a way to win. And had a bunch of different guys step up and make plays, make shots. House of Pain never was able to get comfortable offensively because of the defensive pressure of the Jackson underdogs.
The underdogs with a ton of experience in this format. They are now 6-4 in 10 all-time TBT games. They understood the Elam ending, and they get themselves a W to move to the second round, what we played on Monday. And look at them with big grins on their faces as they head to the big bracket. It was a group of guys from Tennessee Martin, from Freed-Hardeman University, from Grace Bible, from Lamberth University,
from Volunteer
a whole
State.
Bunch of guys from the Big Ten. That's the beauty of the basketball tournament.
They don't care who you played for. They don't care who you played with. They don't care if you played on TV. They don't care if you were an NBA player. In the TBT, it all happens between these lines. Your reputation means nothing. It's getting it done on the court.
Only in the TBT. I love it. Well, Angel Gray is amongst the underdogs, efforting an interview and get their thoughts on just a phenomenal win here in first round play. A 15 seed knocking off a number 2 seed. Playing the game the right way, and Dexter Williams has done it again. He's done it again. He trusted his team probably more than the House of Pain trusted theirs. He went 13 deep in the second half. The House of Pain, they went just 6 deep, and I think maybe the energy deficit just eventually caught up to the House of Pain.
That was definitely a tired team on the House of Pain, but I look at this game and I say it legitimately comes down to me, identity. And the identity of that Jackson team was imposed on House of Pain.
Angel standing by with the hero for the underdogs, Marquise Weddle. Angel, take it away.
Well, I'll start here, Eric. Right now, I was just listening into your huddle, and they said, we're not underdogs, we're just some dogs. And just understanding, I have to steal this from Seth Greenberg as well. You sent the House of Pain back to Champaign. Knowing that you completed the upset, what's that feeling like?
Oh, it's a great feeling. You know, it's basketball. That's what we came here to do. And, you know, we got underdogs as our name for a reason because we knew we was going to be counted out when we got here. You know, they the home team. They got the home crowd. We in their state. So, you know, we just knew we had to come out, play hard, give it all we got every minute.